All right, today we're taking a look at my favorite efreet from Redline, the UNE Tigercat. So I've said this story a bunch of times in the past, but I'll repeat it one more time here. The history of this is like my personal efreet. So this was actually a design I had come up with all the way back when I was in high school in the 90s. And me and my friends all played Battletech and we made our own mechs and stuff. And the Tigercat was infamous as being like my personal ride during all those years we played Battletech. And to see it now in Redline is super cool, and as a 3D miniature is even better. So if I remember right, I used to have the old Battletech sheets for this, but if I remember, the Tigercat, as I made it in Battletech terms, was a 55-ton clan medium. It had masks, so it was really, really fast. It had two Battletech LRM 15s. I think it had an Ultra AC 10, and maybe like two medium lasers on the other arm, and that was kind of it for the armament. It's kind of like a I don't know, I think when I made it, the idea was like a clan bushwhacker or something. If you know Battletech, you know what I'm talking about. If not, you're like, what the heck? But anyway, the idea was to, this is back in the 90s, the idea was basically for the design, was based off of a game called Wing Commander. If you ever played Wing Commander 3, back again in the 90s, the best ship in the game that you unlock at the end was a fighter called the Excalibur. And, you know, I was into Robotech, of course, back then, and anything mech related. So I loved Veritechs and Lambs and all that stuff. So the idea really was to take that ship from Wing Commander, which I thought was cool looking already. And I'll see if I can't post a, picture of it right there. There we go. And to make it into like a mech. So just throw some arms and legs onto it. So basically, if you kind of take away the legs, and you can kind of see a bit of the ship right there. The engines kind of got turned into two big missile launchers, and then it's got a long fighter style cockpit and body to it with some arms and legs on. Looks really, really sweet. So anyway, that's where this came from. And again, it was my personal mech when I was little. Tigercats were notorious for having the mask freeze on them during our games. And to save on armor, I also skimped on head armor. So it was very susceptible to headshots and damage. And my friends still remind me today about how easy it was to kill one of those things. But anyway, like I said, it was my personal mech back in the day. And now to have it again in Redline is a realized game unit, I guess, or just part of the game itself, is just super, super cool. And to finally, after 20 plus years, to actually have my design to hold in my hands is just super, super cool. And I guess dreams do come true, right? You can, these days get your own personal mech made. But so that's the Tigercat. Like I said, it's always going to be my favorite efreet in Redline because me and it have a history that go a long ways back. So if you like this, you can actually order it off of our website, redlinegame.com. This has kind of got some funky urban camo, but it's a really sweet 3D model. It's really big, actually. It's got really clean lines. The urban camo kind of hides it a little bit, which is what camouflage is supposed to do. But it's really, really sweet. And so that's the personal connection between me and the UNE Tigercat. And well, next time we'll take a look at the actual Tigercat card and see why it's so good also.